So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm going to hopefully repair this tonight. As you can tell, the auto climate control unit, the lights are barely working over here, they're not working here, not working here, and a little bit here. So hopefully I have, like I mentioned in my EATC repair video, I have a second one of these units. It's an older one, but it does have the screw-in bulbs. I don't think this one does. We're going to check it out. So I'm not going to go through the removal procedure because you can refer back to my removal of the EATC from the repair video of repairing the solenoids. So I just wanted to show you what it's doing, and I'm sure I've not seen a lot of these EATC units, the bulbs burn out like this. So this is my first one that I've seen like this. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and hopefully it's got the screw-in type bulbs, and then I'll be able to take the bulbs from my other unit, put them in here, and we should have this thing lit up again. So stay tuned. So here we have the unit, as you guys have seen in the last video, and in order to get to this digital display, you need to pop, there's tabs up on the top, there's 2 of them. So just pry up on them gently and out. Just slide in, pry up gently, and pull the display towards going out the other side. See how it just separated like that? See? And then you got 3 tabs back here, and I know the lighting's not the greatest. Maybe I should do this on the kitchen table. And it should actually, as you can see here, there's 3 tabs. I've already released it on the top. These should come right out. I think you can use your fingers, really get them out of here. And so you keep wanting to pop them back in. So there we go. And as you can see, there's a difference between this board, which is the current model that I just rebuilt, and this board. See, these holes right here are where the light bulbs go for easy replacement. Well, we are not having easy replacement here. So what I'm going to have to do is find an Allen wrench small enough to take that apart. And I'm assuming that in all locations the bulbs have been soldered onto the board, which is not a great thing either. I would consider swapping out this front end for this one. However, again, we're going to run into a problem with the display not matching. So we'll see what we can do. I'm going to try to find an Allen wrench. These are Allens. So I'm going to try to pull these out and see what we got going on. Alright, well, you're back on the EATC unit. Well, I guess that's as far as it zooms out there. As you can see, on the newer ones, they actually glue the bulbs to the circuit board with these. So this pretty much indicates that Ford Motor Company does not want you to replace the bulbs anymore. They want you to buy this whole unit. And so really I think it's absolutely ridiculous that they switched the design. See, the old design used to be a twist lock, and you can see the outline here where they used to, it looked like a twist lock would go there at one point in time. And as you can see on this unit here, this is the older unit. This is the old one I got out of that, or this is a Lincoln Continental unit, but this is from the 90s. And you can also take a look at these Allen wrenches or star bits. I'm not sure exactly because they're so small. those are a pain in the butt to get out, and I'm actually not going to reuse those because I hollowed out most of the screws that hold this thing to the front panel. So I have Phillips screws that are the same size that I'm going to replace with. So it makes it easier to get in here if I have to ever do this again, which I'm hoping that I don't have to. If you don't have an Allen wrench or star bit that small, which is pretty small, I don't even know if this would be like a T3 or what, but you could actually probably carefully slot these, stick a small flat bladed screwdriver in there and turn them out if you don't have that. And that's what I did on my last screw, is I actually did that with a Dremel. I had to slot the screws so I could get the last one out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually solder these on just a little bit. I'm going to use the existing solder on here, and I'm going to solder these on. I'm going to cut them to length, and I'll show you guys. I'm sure a lot of you, right now I don't have a camera that I can put aside to show you the soldering process, but there's a lot of other videos out there on YouTube that would show this process a hell of a lot better than I would. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to solder this bulb. I have 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hopefully these will work out, but I'm going to test the bulbs first before I go ahead and do that. So I'll be back with you when I get it done. Okay, so I got the bulbs soldered to the board, and like I said to you before, I am not a big person in soldering. I'm not the greatest at it, but this should do the job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go plug it in the car, turn on the lights, and see what we have. So come along with me. Alright, so we're in the car here. I'm going to turn on the parking lights and see if these bulbs light up. Let's hope so. And there we go. So now we have Let There Be Light again. And it seems like they're all working perfectly. Let's see if they dim down. Hopefully those are bright enough. Hopefully. Perfecto. Let's put this thing back together. Okay, well, I just want to follow up with a nighttime video for you on the replacement of the bulbs of the Ford EATC. So I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick. There's the unit fully lit up. Didn't have that before. It was like dead in this area, dead in this area. There was a little bit here. These kind of lit up, and these were dead too. So now I have a full set of lit up buttons using the Radio Shack bulbs I showed you earlier in the video. So just want to let you guys or show you the results anyways of a nighttime operation. Alright, take care.